our community. I know everybody is still in shock, and those who aren't are just grieving. So we appreciate it's a difficult time. What are residents saying to you?
Oh, well, I was just listening to your last guest, and I mean, he put it pretty succinctly. We're all connected here. Nova Scotia is a really small place, and one way or another, we are all connected. So people are still in shock, I would say. Some people who are closest to the families who they know that they are gone are definitely started the grieving, but it's going to be a big process for us as more names come out and more people realize who exactly were the victims, and they go right across the spectrum of the different types of people who are very important in our community life.
Not only did this start in a small community, it ended near a small community and went everywhere in between. Has there been any implication that this was random for sure? Is anybody talking about that?
There's not too much talk publicly yet about that, but from talking to friends who are that know some of the victims, I mean, some of them were related, and so it's going to be interesting to see what was the relationship between the gunman and some of the people who were killed. From what I'm hearing, it might have started off as a motivational killing, but then it became more random after that.
Yeah, I've heard that theory floated as well, that it started in one community in Portapic, as you mentioned,
Yeah.
that way. And what about the shooter? Was he well known to people you've spoken to? Did you know him?
I didn't know him myself, no, but a number of friends of mine reached out to me yesterday and said, "Oh my God, I can't believe it. I went to school with that guy. He was a really nice guy. Whenever I spoke to him, he was always friendly." Other denturists who he knew, who are in the communities, said like they can't believe it. They're shocked. It was such a nice guy. I mean, it's kind of sad that we keep hearing this over and over again, especially when there are a lot of women that are killed. It's always, oh yeah, he was a really nice guy. So I think that a lot of people know everybody on the various sides of this story, but it's right now all the little pieces are scattered. So it's going to take some time for the RCMP to put them all together, I think.
It's funny that you mentioned that there were women who were killed, because 4 of the identified so far are all women.
Yeah.
And that
exactly.
is very unnerving.
Yeah.
Let me ask you about the Prime Minister, because I know you got off a call from him. What did he have to say today?
Well, the Prime Minister called yesterday to offer me not only his condolences, but just to ask if there was anything that I needed and that my community needs. Very compassionate, very kind, very thoughtful. And today he wanted to talk to the entire Nova Scotia caucus. So all 9 of us got on the phone because, there are people in the other people's areas as well. I know the police officer, for instance, was in Daryl Sampson's riding. And, so the Prime Minister was just very, very supportive and kind. And we took a moment of silence, all of us, just to think about the victims, even while we were on the phone call. Bill Blair also called me yesterday and was giving me some more information and just said, be aware there's going to be more than 10. At that point, there were only 10 that they knew of, but he said there's going to be more, more likely around 17 or possibly even more. So yeah, it's not a very happy time around here, and especially in isolation, as all of us are. It's difficult because everybody can't come together to grieve yet.
Absolutely. And how connected are people out there in the smaller communities as far as being able to get online and FaceTime or Skype with somebody?
Oh, well, we are able to do that.
Okay.
Obviously, some places it's a little bit harder. It goes in and out. Even phone calls, cell phones will go in and out in some areas. But we're definitely active on social media. Facebook is our thing here. Twitter's still not a big thing in Cumberland, Colchester. We have a lot of older people, and we tend to like Facebook, so we reach out to each other there. And, my thoughts are just with the families that are right now. The shock is becoming a reality, and it's devastating.
Yeah.
It's just devastating.
At least there's a platform that people know to go to in the community to find a bit of support when they
Yeah,
can't get that physical support, right, from people around them. Lenore, Zahn, thank you. Appreciate your time. Thanks for
thank
stopping in.
we appreciate all Canadians reaching out to us. We
And
are all
and
really
they are, let me tell you that. So thank you for that. Take care.
thank you. Bye.